Now boys and girls, my allotment is number 120 and that's my allotment in there. We'll go in there in a minute and have a look. As you can see, there are an awful lot of allotments around here. This is up near Bohenabrina Church and it's a place called Friarstown. And that's all of the allotments as far as you can see. They've got sheds, they've got greenhouses, they've got all sorts of things. Now, and that's a view of Tala down there, as you can see. There's the square over there, I think. Now we're going to my allotment next. Now here we are in the allotment. Now I counted them up, I wrote them down. Would you believe I've got 14 different fruits or vegetables growing in the allotment. We'll start with the fruits, okay? Now here we have, along here, we have some raspberry bushes. And at the top of those bushes there, that's where the raspberries will come out. And we'll have raspberries, lots and lots of them. This is a gooseberry bush. Now, have a look. I'll show you up close of the gooseberries that are growing there. They're not ripe yet. Over here beside the gooseberries, we have fantastic blackcurrant bushes. Now, perhaps in July, maybe at the end of June or July, those blackcurrants will be a lovely dark colour. And I'll pick them, I'll bring them down to my house and I'll make lots and lots of jam from them. Now, any more berries? Oh yes, we have the strawberries over here. You can see the strawberries, that's how strawberries grow. They grow from a little plant and you can see some of them are ripe. They're the red ones obviously, and some of them are green. But they'll ripen very quickly, especially if the sun stays. Now over here we have rhubarb. Now I'm not sure if rhubarb is a vegetable or a fruit. This is, I make tarts with the rhubarb. You can see the rhubarb stalks down there. See them? Now we've already picked lots of this rhubarb. This is new stalks that are growing. We don't eat the leaves. We take the leaves off and we eat the rhubarb, the stalks. Now for the vegetables. You know what this is. This is lettuce. Have it in our salad. Rabbits like to eat lettuce. Here we have some Mangetout growing. I actually have one or two actually growing there. You can see them in their pods there. We grew these in the school last year, do you remember? Now down here we have some, would you believe that these little plants, I only planted these yesterday. They're called parsnips. They're the vegetable that look quite like carrots, but they're quite creamy coloured. Now over here you'll notice I've got a screen over some of the plants here. The birds up here love to peck at these plants, so I've put a cover over them. The cover lets in the rain, also lets in the light, but it doesn't let in the birds. These plants, would you believe, in here are going to be beautiful, going to give me beautiful broccoli in a few weeks' time. They're broccoli plants. They look quite like cabbage, don't they? Now, over here, I'm growing some asparagus. I love asparagus. See the long tips? See the tips they're growing? See that one there? And see this one here? That's called asparagus. It's very, very good for you. Of course, all vegetables are good for you, especially the green ones. They've got lots of vitamins and lots of protein in them. There's another asparagus tip. See the other ones down there? There. Now over here we have another green plant. For some reason or other the birds don't seem to be interested in this one. This looks like cabbage too, but these are actually going to grow into, they're going to give me lots of lovely Brussels sprouts for my Christmas dinner. I have, how many have I got there? How many plants? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will plant more of them when I have some space. Now over here we have turnips. They're lovely and leafy, aren't they? And of course, when we're talking about turnips, we don't eat the leaves of these. We eat it's the root that we eat. It's called a root vegetable and they're turnips and they are delicious for dinner. Now, I showed you my Mangetout, their type of pea. These are other peas that are growing here. These are beans. These are called French beans. Now, I made a little like it's like a teepee, isn't it, for it? So because they need something to grow up, they need those strings so that they can cling onto them and grow up, just like the Mangetout. Remember last year they had tendrils and they wrapped them around. Now down here, oh yes, I've almost forgotten about these. Again, the birds would like to eat these as well, so I've made another screen for them. It lets in the rain, it lets in the sun, but doesn't let in the birds. Now as you can see, they look a bit like cabbage too. Those little plants, I only planted those the other day, and they will give me lovely cauliflower. Remember cauliflower? Cauliflower is that white vegetable. Very unusual to have a white vegetable. Well, I suppose parsnips are sort of white as well, but it's delicious with cheese sauce. I'm looking forward to eating that. So that's my allotment, and I'm very proud of it. I worked hard because we weren't allowed in here during the lockdown, so it was full of weeds. The weeds were up to my waist, and we had to do a lot of work to get rid of them. Oh, I forgot about some other things here. Hold on. Here we have beetroot. These are beetroot plants. Now, just like the turnips, you don't eat the leaves of this, you only eat the root. The beetroot will be down there. You can't see them yet, they're too young, but they're a lovely purple colour, beetroot. Now over here, I planted seeds here, and you can see the leaves coming up. See these leaves coming up here? There? That's going to be spinach. Spinach is very, very good for you too. It's a green vegetable. Popeye eats spinach and it gives him lots of energy. Now, I think that's everything. Now, yep, just having a look around to make sure I've shown you everything. Yes, I have. So that's my allotment. I'm spending a lot of time up here now because there's lots of work to do, and I have some time because I'm not at work. So it's good to have a hobby when you're not at work. There's the strawberries again. Okay, and I have a seat to sit on when I'm just very, 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 very tired after all my work. Okay, that's my allotment. Here's a very important creature who lives in my allotment. Hopefully lots of them do. That's a ladybird. Ladybirds are great because they eat lots of green fly. Green fly can damage plants and the fruit of the plants because they eat it. So thank you, little ladybird. Now girls and boys, a little challenge for you. Can you get a pen or a pencil, get your copy, and can you write down the list of fruit and vegetables that I mentioned in the video? Maybe you could put a line down the middle, write fruit on one side, vegetable on the other, and write them down underneath, whichever one you think it is. See if you can get them. As far as I know, I think I've got about 14 altogether. See if you can get them. Send a photograph to me when you're finished. Okay, thank you. Have a great day and enjoy. Well, it's not the sunshine, but it's still a lovely day. Talk later. Bye bye.